finally align the stern tube today and get that bonded in place. And one recommendation I have if you're building a boat is to have a friend like Colby Garrett. So he saw our dilemma that we were trying to align this and machine this little inset for me that has, it's a 1 inch, so it's going to fit directly into our stern tube here, into that cutlass with little edges on it. And then he hollowed it out and got a 22 millimeter sight. He ended up checking it also on his lathe to make sure that it was exactly centered right. I don't know how much time he spent for it, but we really appreciate it. Okay, so how this is gonna work. We're gonna set this in here. It's gonna be a tight fit. Gonna get it all the way up against the edge there, and then that should be shooting through straight. The way we're gonna check that is we're gonna put a little mark on this, and where it falls on the bulkhead and gives us that final position, we'll rotate this down and around. So every 90 degrees we'll check it. If that dot is in that same spot or doesn't wander off much at all, we know that this is actually, well, this piece is actually aligned in here. Once we have that set, then we can go through and set the stern tube itself and make sure that's exactly where it's supposed to be. So let's put this in here, and it's going to be a very tight fit. Let's go in a little bit this way. Alrighty, now that we got this aligned, back in its home. I built the strut piece with kind of a little nest in it, a little area that's going to hold up. So it should be pretty close already. But what we're going to do is we're going to use that template that I made a long time ago and shoot against that. And hopefully everything will align properly the first time and we'll never have to adjust anything. But we know that won't be the case. Big thing is to get that and make sure that we can actually obtain that. We can actually hit that right spot. Once we get that, then I can go through and prop this surface, this fiberglass, bond it into place, and then once that's ready, then we can go through and glass it and get it all set.
Last week's video, I mentioned that we just did a bunch of priming down here and then a round of sanding, so things are a bit dusty.
Move this. This is that engine template I was talking about. We just cut it. It's this spot right here and here is lined up with exactly where the prop shaft would go. So the way the gearbox is set up to make sure it fits right within there. The thing you'll notice with this is I do have it so everything's set up fully extended as high as possible, which is then positioning this into its lowest position. Reason why I'm setting it up that way is it's much easier for me to shim from the bottom and actually raise the entire engine if I need, versus somehow cutting back into this and lowering it. But let's find that alignment then. Make sure we get this where it's supposed to be. Look, grab the camera from Jess real quick. And if we go through, you can see that I'm hitting low and to the side slightly. The goal is, of course, to go through this little notch and have it go right straight actually through that middle hole back there. And that's really how we're going to adjust it. We're just going to keep moving this stern tube until we hit through those 2 points and until it shows exactly what we want it to. First measure though is going to be to align this template that we have and make sure that's in exactly the right position where we want it finalized, and then we can go through and do the rest of it with that stern tube. So that's the project for the next few minutes, is making sure this is straight.
So it's gonna need to go slightly up and to port. A little bit more there, now go up. Hold it there a second. Okay, right there. Laser's coming through the tube here, hitting through that, going through the hole, and we have a dot right at the center line. I'm gonna get out of Matt's way so he can check. It's like the worst area to try and get in and not touch anything.
I know.
Okay.
To pour it just a little bit and just a little bit higher up.
Okay. I mean, it's pretty close.
It is pretty close. Because of the engine mounts, the motor mounts, we do have a little bit of side-to-side movement. We have, of course, up and down movement that we can adjust the back and the front to change the tilt of it. So there is some articulation that we do actually have in this setup, but we're trying to get it as square as possible right away. And it's also going to make sure that we don't get a lot of extra wear and tear on the cutlass bearing if we're not pulling that shaft off to one side or another. And quite frankly, being around a lot of these fishing boats that are out here, the charter boats, I've seen a lot of extra wear in the cutlass, uneven wear, and it's because of that misalignment. So if we can take the extra time to do this right and get it so it's set there, then we shouldn't have problems later on. And of course, reduced friction is going to help us out with regeneration too. We got what I feel is going to be a safe alignment with this. So now it's time to prep the stern tube itself. So I'll scratch off the little stickers. Basically just going to sand this with 80 grit, then go through and prep our strut itself, make sure that area is in there, and then where it comes through that bulkhead, going to sand that too, because that's going to require quite a bit of glass as well. Get all those things done, and then when we bond this in, the first bond is basically just going to be to hold it into place. But we'll be glassing it along that whole stern tube, that area inside between these two bulkheads, glassing it in there, and then also back where the engine's going to be too. So this thing requires quite a bit of taping to get into place. It's going to be very, very secure.
Go up, come down a little bit, and to starboard, a little bit more right there. So to be honest, that is pretty much the only boat related content we have for you in this episode, but because we are completely up to date, unless you want to see more fairing and sanding, we have decided to bring you along for another half of the video where we hang out with our friends from Barnacle. So we hope you enjoy that part of it, and for the algorithm, make sure to like and comment. Surf's up!
Alright.
Alright, alright.
Rock my new hairdo for the day.
Flip it. It's about 6 o'clock at night. We just got ourselves kind of like checked in inside the place, and so all the guys want to go surfing. We're gonna head right across the street to the beach. Roberta and I are gonna sit on shore, just watch and do some filming. Oh, yeah, camera. Don't drown out there.
Yeah, that's right. I just get my hammies, baby.
Your camera is really clean, by the way. So my plan is to just float around and not get in anyone else's way.
Damn right he's not getting in our way.
Yeah,
Come on.
there could be orcas that want to take out my rudder.
Yeah.
There's no booties that fit me.
Party on, Wayne.
Our Airbnb was conveniently located within walking distance of Chesterman Beach in Tofino. Recently listed by Condé Nast as one of the most beautiful beaches in the world. And we could see why. It's described for its wild beauty and hosts some well-known regulars, including the Prime Minister and a certain Deadpool's lead heartthrob.
I know there's hot showers waiting for them when they get back, but I'm pretty happy that I decided to wait until tomorrow for this.
Take a bit of a tumble. My suit.
Your leg looks a little swollen.
A goat. It's got a little water in my suit.
There's pee there?
No pee.
No pee inside.
No, just all ocean water. There we go.
Release.
It's not supposed to be in there.
How was your first time surfing? Well, actually, not your first time.
A second attempt was not very successful either, but I still feel like I no longer belong on land. I am one with the water. I'm going back to my home.
Our first full day in Tofino, we took to the town, which was unusually empty due to the less than ideal roads you have to take to get here at the moment. This is unheard of, as normally this quaint oceanside town is overrun with tourists throughout the summer months, and there is no reason to doubt why. A surf haven nestled in untamed mountain landscapes with a relaxed and down-to-earth attitude, where a low fog sends ominous vibes, while at the same time envelops you into a sense of serene calmness. Just outside of the town, Brandon brought us to a walking trail, which was supposed to lead us to another beautiful beach.
Get some content.
Which I get the feeling are in no short supply here. I have to admit, Matt and I were just as much in love with the greenery as the water, which we inhaled deeply since this week we were free of masks and resin fumes. Brandon promised we'd only be walking on chip trails and sandy beaches, so I decided to get out of my sneakers and into my new ballet flats. As it turns out, Brandon is a liar. Was it worth giving up a trip to Mexico and just relaxing on the beach for cooler, kind of overcast, rocky mountain beaches? I definitely think we made the right decision. So impressed that I walked up this in my new shoes. I wasn't sure if they could make it, but luckily they've got like the treads on the bottom. So far they're working out. I'm really impressed. What are you guys finding down there?
Where they close up on whatever the prey is in there.
I'm watching them eat crabs.
And now that we have done our beach exploring and the sun is out, we've all gotten hungry by trying to like chip mussels off of the rocks, we are going to go to the local brewery and have a beer. And there's no way I am not walking away with at least one of their shirts to remember this trip by. According to the guys, it has never been this empty here before.
I got a business card. Should we just like stick
Tape a business card on.
Yeah, just put right underneath it. We don't have a sticker, so we're gonna have to use odd. There we go.
There we go.
Yeah,
Cool.
now we're all set.
MJ Stanley was here.
For now, I know your price.
Yeah, don't. 16 or 15. Easy.
What's that?
16 or 15.
And we couldn't do Tofino without Tacofino.
Of course, I agree for getting Tacofino.
The infamous food truck in this area that we once again were able to skip the normal line for.
We've got our Tacofino, and now we are headed down to the beach at Crystal Cove or Crystal Beach to eat them, relax, have a beer, and just enjoy the afternoon. Are you enjoying your Tacofino, Matt?
It is pretty incredible.
And there is no beating this view of lunch, especially with a Tofino brewery, as we said.
So you'd sit right at that point. You come from out there?
After lunch, we went for another hike on rocky grounds, where Sean was tasked with carrying all the extra hot sauce we scored from Tacofino, which would be needed for dinner that night.
No, that one a little bit. And now jump a little bit, just bounce.
So we started from that tree on the far left and trekked all the way down here through this. I'm still wearing these shoes. Pretty effing impressed with myself.
And then there's an island here just north. Hike up, you basically like
Hot tub after being at the beach.
these rocks and these hot springs come up through them. And they're like sitting in a hot tub.
Getting ready for my first time surfing in chilly climates. So I've got wetsuits, thankfully, from I think Sean's wife. Got a cocktail, booties, big board, ready to roll.
Are you ready?
Uh-huh.
Excited?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Super excited.
Changing of plans?
Downgraded me.
Easy to carry.
Do we want any?
Got the sun out, some waves, we're gonna have some fun. As I thought it would be. To be honest, it kind of feels like I'm in Lake Michigan again, just a bit saltier, so this is absolutely epic, amazing. Thank you, BRNKL guys, for bringing us here. My battery is just about dead right now. I don't know why I didn't charge it this morning. I guess I wasn't thinking, but it's like 8 o'clock at night right now. We haven't eaten anything, but I think we're gonna do like a European style dinner tonight, eating after the sun goes down, because I do not see these guys wanting to come in anytime soon. It is perfect out here. The sun is out, it's warm, great waves. Today has been absolute perfection.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, Snoop Doggy Dogg and Dare in the house.
This is hard. I've literally never played the piano before.
Give me your freedom. Whoa, yeah, me to pieces. Yeah.
Trying to break into our Airbnb.
Outside, I think it's a lie. We're not even going to stay here. They just told us we were going to stay here. That's not true.
They're like, just put your luggage in there.
Yeah.
They're
I think it's a lie.
They're going through it right now.
This is just to pretend we're going to sleep in a cool place and then we're going to sleep in the car. Tell me the truth. Tell me the truth.
We were just at the wrong place.
Be honest.